What's up, everybody? This is the demo for the 1-point perspective box assignment that you guys will find on Google Classroom. I know all of you will be outfitted with this regular ruler, but for the sake of the demo, I am going to use a clear device you guys can see. So it might not be able to be picked up so well on the camera, but I'll do my best. But I will start you off with the regular ruler. Now I have my paper being vertical. And the first thing I'm going to do is right about the middle spot. If it's not perfect, that's okay. I'm going to create a horizontal line, but we're going to call this the horizon line. If you guys took the notes yesterday, the horizon line is where the sky and the ground come together. The next thing that I'll do is add a vanishing point. This is the point where everything is going to converge or come to. All right, so this is 1-point perspective box demo. Okay, the first thing I need you guys to do is create a series of boxes in this particular pattern. All right, so like I said, so you guys can see what I am doing, I am using a clear item so that way you guys can see what you're doing. All right, so I put one up top left, top right, so everything's above the horizon line at this point. All right, now I'm going to put one on the horizon line. And if they're not perfect boxes, that's quite all right. They can be rectangles too. I'm also, just for measuring points, just so you guys know, I mean, this one is probably a little bit taller than an inch. This one's right at an inch. So I'm not going crazy big on these. If they appear so, I apologize. So just a series of vertical lines. All right, and then I'll do the same down here as well. Now, I'm just gonna make these a little bit taller because I kind of created more space. Didn't mean to, but that's what ended up happening. All right, so I'm gonna focus on the boxes up top for the sake of demo. I am going to label these so you guys understand which ones I'm talking about. So we'll call this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, I'm going to focus on 1 and 2. Now we are trying to make it look like these boxes are going back into space. The thing I'm going to do is focus on box 1, and I'm actually going to connect the 3 corners that would reach out to this. So these 3 corners, so if I just take my ruler or my straight edge, you can just draw to there. All right, so that's the first one. The second one. And the third one is up here. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to cut off the back end. Now, if I wanted it to make it look like it was going back into place, I would just continue to do this, but if I needed to cut it off, I can draw a vertical line from here to here, right? So I got a vertical line. And then what I need to do is line up my ruler here and pull it down to where that vertical line starts or ends. All right, and then if I wanted to, I can then erase these guidelines. Now, once again, make sure you stop and start the video as much as possible. Also be respectful of your classmates and do not blast the speakers on crazy high if you're just so they don't have to hear my voice 85 times. All right, so I'm going to focus on 2. Also, once again, if you didn't or you missed a step, rewind, go back, pause it, draw your line, get it all done. So in spot 2, I just need to focus on these 3 corners. Now, if we're going for a floating box look that's not actually touching, you don't have to, only draw what you need to. So if I want my box to stop here, then I stop it there, okay? Don't draw too much where you have to erase all the time. So once you kind of get the hang of things, only draw what you need to draw. All right? So I like to line up my ruler here, pull it all the way over. All right, and on the bottom, line up my ruler on the bottom of the box, and then draw it there. All right, so I have my second box. Now, box 3 is a little bit different. All right. I'm only going to worry about 2 of these corners. All right, and to cut it off, once again, I'll line it up here, slide it over. All right, and I'll do the same over here. Now, once again, if I don't need to connect it to the dot, only draw what you need. Right? So I'm only drawing what I need. So this, in theory, would be the edge of my building. Boxes that are floating above would typically be like your billboards or your balconies. The ones that are on are what we're going to see a lot of. Those will be your buildings that are really far in the back. And then down here will be your front buildings. This one is very similar to 1 and 2. They're just flipped upside down. If you're someone that's having trouble with this, you could just easily flip upside down your piece of paper, or you can just do it this way. Now I'm only going to draw what I need because I don't need that much of a line. I don't really truly need to connect it all the way. The number 1 was just practice, and so was 3. All right, once I get it to here, I can line it up with this edge of the 5. All right, and then pull it all the way back here to this line. And I'll erase what I don't need there, right? I'll do the same right here. Line it up, push it all the way back. Okay, and I'll do the same with 6. So I got my 5 done and 6. Line it up with the center, find a corner, which is this 3 sides. All right, then line it up with the 6 line, this vertical line that's right here. Line it up with my horizontal line right here and push it back. All right, it's very important that this line looks horizontal and this line looks vertical. Otherwise, it's going to look like the box is either deformed or falling over. All right, so once you guys have this done, pretty much this is the entire demo for the 1-point perspective box demo. If you have any questions, you can easily email me or wait till later.